It's the drive to feel like I'm making a difference. And this is the sort of things I like to spend my time doing. It's nice that it overlaps with, what I do professionally in these opportunities for students, but it's also something that I get an immense amount of personal satisfaction out of. The Natural Areas Club tries to get students at Stout out and connected with natural areas around campus, and we also try to do work to manage and preserve and restore those natural areas.
They're constantly restoring different areas through means of like chainsawing. There's some prescribed burns, a lot of cutting with like loppers, planting seeds, gathering seeds for planting.
We do habitat restoration. We do trail building. No, we chop things down and then we clean them up and we burn stuff. We control a lot of invasives like buckthorn, and we try to control reed canary grass.
We also do fun things together. We're just interested in like growing people's bond with nature and improving the areas that we live around.
We work at the Colfax Red Cedar Preserve and Recreation Area. We also work at a property called Dobbs Landing. It's along the Red Cedar River and it's open to the public for hunting, trapping, hiking, fishing, bird watching. And then we also have a project here in town in Menominee along Galloway Creek, and we have a small site, what I would describe as sort of an urban stream corridor restoration project. We've had students work on both the management aspect of that, the like sort of boots on the ground, doing the work, and then also trying to work on the more academic aspects of management planning.
My favorite thing to do at Natural Areas Club is chainsawing, probably. I also like just hauling brush to the bonfires and cleaning up the bonfires with the axe afterwards.
My favorite job is playing on the four-wheeler. I think it's a lot of fun. When it's really cold out and you're just kind of like miserable and you don't want to do anything, it's nice to just like get on the four-wheeler and drive it around and haul logs and stuff to the fire. No, I mean, everything's fun. I don't think there's a thing about it that I don't like.
I like chainsawing, and I like being Shelby's backseat driver on the four-wheeler.
Get out of here.
Every semester we organize a plant sale on Stout's campus. We use plants that we propagated in the greenhouse, and so then all the profits are able to go back into Natural Areas Club, buying our equipment. And it's been really fun to organize every semester, and people always love it.
That one's called Mother of Thousands, and it's called that because all these little babies will fall off and propagate. So like that one that I just pushed off will actually propagate into another one of these. And they are succulents, and they're just a lot of fun. Cutie.
I got involved with Natural Areas Club because I changed my major, and I was like, I want to do things and I want to go outside. And we have this cool club that goes outside and does a bunch of nature stuff.
Hey, I know how to use it. I know, I love you. I don't think you find out about Natural Areas Club. I think you're just suddenly in it. I met Max, and then Max was like, let's go do this thing. And then we went to the club, and it was a lot of fun. Oh, and there's also this one.
Is that even a cat?
No, that's why there's this one. And then this thing, let me just move this real quick. Watch your eyeballs. Thanks.
I gotta remember what it was supposed
What'd
to
you
be
get?
about.
Turtle shell? Oh, wow. Good job, Gracie.
Nice.
Like this is...
What do you think it is? No red. Oh, cool. Thank you.
Am I adding that?
Yeah.
You can take it and ask Beston.
Yeah.
Dr. Beston.
It's not the map turtle?
So invasive species enter communities through open niches. So like anywhere that resources aren't being used, it's usually because of disturbance. Buckthorn, specifically Rhamnus cathartica, is a problem. It's really good at being a plant and growing and kind of crowding out everything else. Once an area is invaded, it like gets taken over pretty quickly.
Walking through, but mostly everything in here is buckthorn, especially the stuff with the leaves and the berries.
Since we are removing all these invasive species, there's a lot of room for the natives to come in that we're helping with when we're like seeding or we're like planting white pines, things like that. And just like taking out all these giant invasive trees is really like reducing their spread in general.
The removal of those is pretty straightforward. It's cutting them with hand tools, hand saws, loppers, and the really big chainsaws. We usually treat the stumps with an herbicide that's in the class of plant hormones that prevents them from regrowing. And then brush disposal, we usually just burn it on site. So we'll make a pile when the weather conditions are safe to burn it off and dispose of it that way on site. And we take advantage of that brush fire to have some hot dogs and some homegrown and made and fermented sauerkraut from the garden. Dr. Gillen, some little smokies, little smoked sausages.
They are. I like your hat, by the way.
Got me. Breaking molecules out. Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Personally, a long-term benefit, at least for me, would just be I'm getting a lot of experience for things I'm going to be doing later on.
I know how to use a chainsaw. I know how to use a four-wheeler. I'm good at hand tools. I can control invasives. I can ID invasives. Like I've done habitat restoration, and that's like big for people who want to go into environmental science careers. Like you need to have that experience.
The projects the Natural Areas Club does are important because a lot of the areas nearby have been disturbed in some way by people and by just different events. And I think restoring them back to similar to how they used to be and similar to how they act gives habitats for animals that might not have as many left. And it also makes it a lot prettier too to look at.
I think some of our really big environmental challenges feel kind of insurmountable sometimes. So like, what is one person going to do about climate change? What is one person going to do about, an ongoing sort of series of extinctions? But one person can get involved in the Natural Areas Club and make a really positive, noticeable impact on, 100 acres of land, right outside our door.
It's really cool that like a lot of the places that we work on are like public recreation areas, so we get to make places a lot nicer for other people, and then they get to have all these nice places to come out and see all the native plants.
A benefit like for the whole community is just having better areas to go out and explore, like do birding, hike, just walk around.
These areas have changed so much even in my time here in 4 years, so there's just been such a big difference. There's trails going through places that weren't there before. There's like picnic areas. There's even a dock, a fishing pier at Colfax now, and it's all because of the work that we've been doing.
Being able to see like a legitimate visible impact of something I did is really cool.
It's nice to get outside. It's nice to make a difference. It's nice to work with others who are just as passionate about what we're doing.
It's a way to build a connection with your local environment. So the things we do can be replicated really anywhere. And I hope people take that feeling away, to other places that, when they're not in Menominee.
Oh my God. What's your favorite job at Natural Areas Club?
And we've done as good as we can with our subject matter.
in it. I don't like Subway that much, so I don't know what to get there.
I'm thinking so hard. There's so many rocks.
There's so many rocks. If I could eat all rocks, that would be ideal.
If I was still a kid and I had access to just buying antifreeze or stealing it, I would totally drink it.
Yeah.
Doran, this is a stupid idea!
I'm stupid.
Doran, you're gonna hurt yourself! Get off the wall!
La 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 la.